All right, we're going to look at what happens when we mix yellow and blue and when we mix yellow and purple. Yellow and purple are complementary colors, and then yellow and blue are primary colors. Let's first start off, and we're going to do this on just regular printer paper to see what happens. So first off, with yellow putting some yellow on, we'll notice that immediately we can see through the paper, which is not ideal when you're painting, and you'll also notice that the paper wrinkles a lot more. Some students, they're trying to use printer paper with their watercolor. Don't do that. Printer paper is crappy. You want to use watercolor paper. Even if it's not very good watercolor paper, it's still better than using printer paper. All right, so let's see what happens when I add a little bit of blue to the yellow. It's kind of hard to see on here, but what's happening is it's turning a greenish color. Now, when we add the complementary color, so yellow and purple, it changes to a brownish color. And that's interesting. Like yellow and purple, they're across from each other on the color wheel. That's why they're complementary, but it turns brown. So now I got a little strip of watercolor paper. We're going to start with yellow again. And I usually start with the weaker color, and yellow is going to be the weakest color, at least with the paints I'm using right now. And in general, it's going to be one of the weaker colors, which means you'll have to have a lot more pigment of yellow compared to other colors like blue, which is a stronger color, or purple, which is stronger. All right, so on this watercolor paper, I add a little bit of blue to the yellow. I realize there's a lot of blue on my brush, so I rinse the rest out. And you can see a little bit better the green color that it makes. Now I try with a little bit of purple. I got a lot of purple on my brush, so I had to rinse that out. And you can see that as I mix it, it still looks a little bit more purple than brown. So I add a teeny bit more yellow just to really show that it becomes more of a brownish color. And that would be great for some sort of hazy sunset. But anyway, that's what happens.